It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Steelers and the Ravens, next on Madden NFL 24.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves by the league because they've made these matchups really count.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fields now to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Franklin Myers able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Take it at the 37. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the pride of Wyoming in his 6th season with one of the league's strongest arms, Josh Allen.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
It's still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Rashawn Gary buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Third down at 13. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll accept that penalty. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. The Ravens at 9-7 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, here's McBride. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3rd and 9 here.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Now it's Fields. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Carter able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Automatic first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Allen. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. But it could have gone for more.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Allen off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now here come the Ravens. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On the end around, here comes Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the gun, Haskins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Fields going to keep it running right. And cooked up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down to the 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Smith will come in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll rumble for about 5 and close to the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll give to Hall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Hall will give up the middle. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
The 43-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here's Allen. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
A 52-yard attempt.
Maher able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Now, Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. A handoff for Hall. Broken tackle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
From the gun again to Henderson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
2nd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Allen going to throw. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jamal Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now Fields. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Allen's throw there complete to Myers. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Allen. It's Myers again with another catch. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Allen to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Taken in at the 11. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And they know the situation that's in front of them. They'll be in the playoffs. That's the good news. But have you seen enough from this team to think that they'd be a threat to do anything in said playoffs?
Well, to this point, and I love your question, but I don't think so. Not really. Although, to be fair, I think they'd say the exact same thing. But as a good friend said to me, someone who really understands this league, the playoffs sometimes have a funny way of making ordinary teams extraordinary. So let's watch and see.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Allen now looks to throw. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Steelers send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. On the give, here's McBride. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hassan Haskins, 85 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he'll find his way in for two, and we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a short one to Gesicki. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
IGNFL brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Screenplay set up for Williams. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On play action, Fields. And he is caught, finding space at the 40. Inside the 20, Cooper Kupp. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 93 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
Second touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a third down and 3.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard
Fields.
line.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Steelers send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 23. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground. Hall to about the 35, 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Fields on first down. A quick throw there is incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. A short one here, caught by McBride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. This time, good ball security and a good result. 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Fields. Out to the right here to Wilson. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A look at the playoff picture, and we already know the 7 teams that are in, Charles. Currently, they are the 7th and final seed. So they're in the dance. That's a good news. But as it stands, a very tough journey awaiting them if they want to try to make a run at the Super Bowl.
Tough, but not impossible, because before we went to 7 teams per conference, remember the 6 seeds didn't win Super Bowls. Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC, Green Bay Packers in the NFC. So we know it's possible. A 7 seed, they're looking for that great opportunity.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's Myers again with another catch. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. He finds Hopkins complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They'll give to Hall. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. All eyes on Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Pittsburgh, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.